Today's workout is going to be all about the abs. We're going to be doing a 10-minute ab workout. It can be done as a standalone workout or it can be done as a finisher. It's really up to you. The cool thing about today's workout, it's going to be a follow along like usual, but it's going to be all different exercises with no repeats, which is going to be nice. So we're going to have a lot of variety today. We're going to be doing 30 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. That rest time is going to be very short, so it's going to be really important that you're paying attention to what I am doing because I don't have a lot of time to explain the next exercise, but I'll explain it as we go along. And this is going to be very challenging, so don't worry if it takes you a second or two to pick it up. Having said all of that, make sure that your body is nice and warmed up. Even though we're really going to be focusing on the core today, it's still important to get that body moving. So spend a few minutes doing some active and manual stretching, including some foam rolling would be great if you have a foam roller. All you're going to need today is a mat, water, perhaps a towel, and that's it. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to be starting with a plank punch. So I've got my timer here. Like I said before, 15 different exercises, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. A plank punch, you're going to actually be in a forearm plank position, punching. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. Plank punch. You don't need to do this very quickly. You're just making sure that your hips are stable and we're not rotating at the hips at all. Those abs are nice and tight. Over halfway. 10 seconds to go. And we're going to move into a hollow hold toe reach. 2, 1. Flip on over on your back. You have 10 seconds rest. We're going to be doing a hollow hold toe reach. Coming up next, belly button to spine, low back into ground. Here we go. Arms out, legs out. Alternating opposite hand, opposite foot. Keep that chest off the ground. The lower you can hold your legs, the more difficult it's going to be. Just make sure that that low back stays on the ground the entire time. Side plank is coming up next. Rest. We have a side plank. We're going to do one on the left, one on the right. And here we go. I'm going to add some dips, so I'm going to drop my hips and then bring them back up. You can just hold the side plank if that's what you want to do. You can also do this on your forearms as well. Slow and controlled, making sure that shoulder is in line over your wrist or your elbow if you're on your forearm. Rest, 10 seconds. Move on to the other side. Side plank on the opposite side. Checking up what's coming up next. And here we go. Get into that proper position. Add the dip if you want. Your feet can be staggered. They don't have to be stacked on top of each other if you find this too difficult. Ooh. V-up crunch next. All right. Resting. The V-up crunch. We're going to start on our back. Belly button to spine. Coming up and back down. Shoulders are off the entire time. Squeeze those abs. 10 seconds to go. Plank ups are coming up next. Rest. We have plank ups. So we have about 3 seconds to go. You're in a high plank to a low plank, back to a high plank. Here we go. If this is too hard on any of those joints, shoulders, elbows, or the wrists, just hold the plank. Again, watching the hips, making sure they're not moving too much here. You want them to be nice and stable. Every time you come back up, those hands are underneath your shoulders. Less than 10 to go. 5 seconds. Whew. Low ab hold is coming up next. Back on back. Belly button to spine. Low back pressed in. All we're going to be doing is holding the legs out. Here we go. Upper body is down on the ground. We're focusing on lowering those legs as low as they can go without the low back getting involved. If you feel your low back getting involved, readjust and start over. You should be feeling it right here in those low abs. You can have a slight bend in your knees. Rest. Ooh. Plank crunch is coming up next. High plank, opposite elbow, opposite knee. Here we go. So you can hear, making sure those hips aren't rotating too much. Halfway. Less than 10. 3. Rest. A roll-up crunch. Back on your back. You can have a fairly wide stance here. Belly button to spine, low back pressed into the ground. Here we go. You're rolling up and back down. Making sure before you roll up, your low back is pressed into the ground. We want to make sure we're using our abs, not our upper body and not our back to get us up. Whew. Keep going, y'all. 5 seconds left. Rest, 10 seconds, back into a plank position. We're doing a down dog toe reach in 5 seconds. High plank, right hand, left foot, back. And then repeat on the opposite side. Engage those abs to get you into that down dog. 10 seconds to go. Rest. Side taps coming up. Get into that V-sit position in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, side tap. Legs up if you want. If you feel that low back engaging, put the feet down and really focus on form. Making sure those knees aren't bobbing up and down or twisting at the waist, not at the hips. If you want, you can kind of move that torso up and down to make it a little bit more difficult. Ooh, rest. Mountain climbers coming up next. We're all familiar with those. And go. If this feels too difficult, slow it down. Take out the jump. Over halfway. Five seconds to go. Rest. Woo! Starfish Crunch is coming up next on your back. Belly button to spine. Crunching in, legs out and arms out wide in the star. Crunch in, legs out, arms out. Remember to breathe. Almost there. Rest. Holy cow. We've got 2 more plank knee taps. Forearm plank position. We're gonna drop those knees. Here we go. Lightly tap the knees and then come back up. Tap, come back up. You're gonna feel this in the low abs. Last 2 moves. Make them count. Rest. Finishing off with bicycle crunches, and then we're done. Get into position. Here we are. Remember to move the shoulders, not the elbows, not just the elbows, towards your knee. Done. Y'all, we did it. I told you, it doesn't take a lot of time to get in a really high quality workout. The beauty of this one is that if you want to make it longer, you can. Just repeat it. Just do those 15 exercises 1 more time, even 2 more times. That will give you a really excellent, longer 30-minute workout. That's all I got for you today. All it took was 10 minutes. We got our bodies moving, feeling a little better. Heart rate's going a bit, blood's pumping, ready to tackle the day. So, without yabbering on anymore, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below, and any suggestions, I would love to hear it. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. See ya.